Lakers Nation, what is going on, guys? So, welcome back to the channel with the new video this morning. If you guys know who I am, my real name is Chad Fields and it's Miss81. But, man, oh man, we have a bunch of rumors and topics and updates to cover, especially regards to the Los Angeles Lakers and today's day 9 of free agency and also going into the upcoming 2025-26 season. But before I get into it and break it down just a second, I got you guys covered, so don't worry about it. But make sure you guys keep respectful in the comment section. Like each of my videos really helps the algorithm grow a lot, so my channel could get it to more people, the audience. And also make sure you guys keep liking, sharing with your loved ones, your friends, your family, to whoever you want. And also make sure you guys subscribe as well. We're on the road to 4K subs, so pretty much I can't do without you guys support. I do post consistently, like I've been grinding, if not almost every single day, 365 days. And also do me a last favor, follow my socials if you guys want to stay connected with me. I pretty much just talk, only Lakers basketball. Like, that's all I do. I'm a diehard Lakers fan. But I'm not going to waste too much time. Let's get back into today's video. So, pretty much a few hours ago, we did get, like, a recent update or report and a trade coming from Jake Weinbach on his Twitter account. And it says a trade idea between the Los Angeles Lakers and the Washington Wizards. So, basically, the Lakers will be acquiring a pitbull guard, shooting guard Marcus Smart from the Washington Wizards, and a return Washington. They'll be receiving Gabe Vincent. He has like one more year left on his deal till 2026, so it's expiring $10-11 million. And they got Max Kleber, expiring contract $11 million. He's 33 years of age. Like, obviously, they're not going to want him for the player, but they want him because it's expiring, right? Which is very valuable. If it doesn't work out, then maybe you could just trade him. But maybe it's like a salary filler, but it's including a 2032 second round pick, cash considerations. Now, to be honest, guys, I would actually do it, but if we have to, give up a lot, then I would just pass. I would say good luck to you and just keep them, right? But I seen like a recent report pretty much coming out like a month ago. I think it was like 6/16/2025 on June, where the Lakers had like the second highest odds or bets to get, Marcus Smart in a trade. This was like per Bovada. And to be honest, guys, I just don't really believe anything he says at all. That's just my personal opinion. You guys can let me know in the comment section if you guys definitely agree with me or disagree with my take. But I'm going to break it down and I'm going to look at, the comment section, what they're saying. So the question is this a trade idea you came up with or is it being negotiated? So he did respond, Jake Weinbach, and he said it's just an idea. I'm not sure if the Lakers have held, talks for Marcus Smart before, but there should be at least a level, if not of interest. There'll be an awesome fit, which I do agree. I thought the Lakers should have selected him in the 2014 NBA draft with the 7th overall pick, but obviously they took Julius Randle at pick 7, while the Boston Celtics, they're like a pick ahead of us. They took Marcus Smart with the 6th overall pick. And I've been watching him since, like, the college days, Oklahoma State. So he's 31 years of age. He's listed at 6'3", so he really doesn't have the size at the wing position at the guard. But he does weigh about 220 pounds. And pretty much this is his 11th season in the league. But he spent most of his tenure with the Boston Celtics. Like, he was one of the longest, tenure players over there, 9 seasons. And then he obviously got traded to the Memphis Grizzlies. He played like 1 season over there, or 2 seasons over there, not like a half or a full season, if I'm trying to, get to, because he's been, injury prone. Like, there's concerns about him being able to stay on the floor. So that is a level of concern. Like, availability is very important in today's NBA. And then he also got shipped off to the Washington Wizards around, the trade deadline, stuff like that. But he also says, coming from Les Bullis, I don't see any point for the Wizards to do this. Why would the Wizards want Gabe Vincent or Max Kleber when we could just keep Rashawn Holmes or pick up someone from the G League to play big if we need? We can surely get a second-round pick or more for Marcus Smart in any other trade. We should be aiming a first-round pick. You're wrong. Like, we shouldn't be doing that as a Lakers fan. Like, why do you guys want a first-round pick for Marcus Smart? At this point of his career, he's just not worth it. That's why he could be a buyout candidate, and no team has traded for him, right? But if the Wizards do part ways with Marcus Smart, Jake Weinbach saying, I think he'll be more about working with his, reps to send him to a contender or desired location. Smart isn't netting a first-round pick, as he shouldn't be at the stage of his career, and it isn't on the same timeline as the organization. Obviously, the Washington Wizards not giving up a second-round pick for Marcus Smart, they can have Vincent, Maxi Kleber straight up, not even cash considerations. So he put, the laughing emojis, which I think is very interesting, right? The Washington Wizards, they're trying to build for the future. Like, they have a bunch of young players. You got Boulay Kalabali, you got Bob Kierton. You drafted Will Riley, I'm pretty sure. Or it was another team, but they traded up for him. I think it was like the Utah Jazz or some other team. Correct me if I'm wrong, but they had the 6th overall pick. They obviously drafted Trey Johnson from Texas, 6th overall. They had the 18th overall pick, and then they had the 40th overall pick. I'm pretty sure they did draft Jameer Watkins with the 2nd overall pick. In the second round, not 2nd overall pick, but you know what I meant to say. They have, Justin Champagne. I'm pretty sure he's like on a non-guaranteed deal, so pretty much they could just waive him. If you guys don't know who he is, he's your brother of Julian Champagne from, the San Antonio Spurs. You got Chris Middleton. You got, Marcus Smart. You got Kelly Olynyk. So you got a bunch of young pieces. You got your, second or if not third-year player in Alex Sarr. So you just traded for CJ McCollum for Jordan Poole to the New Orleans Pelicans. So it just makes perfect sense if they just move on from, Marcus Smart. You got Malcolm Brogdon on your team. I did see like a recent report yesterday that the least open, if not to facilitate a sign and trade for Malcolm Brogdon, which I would love on the Los Angeles Lakers. I've always been a big fan of Marcus Smart. And also, I can't even forget, the other day, the Washington Wizards just acquired Cam Whitmore from the Houston Rockets. I believe it was like 2 second-round picks. Like, why couldn't the Lakers do that? It's crazy because the Laker tax is real. And I know the Lakers have great relationships with, their, GM and stuff like that, the Washington Wizards. But it is what it is. I mean, Cam Whitmore should have been a Laker, but you can't look at the past. Like, GMs, front offices make mistakes. Like, nobody's perfect. But if I just take my Lakers cap off or my Lakers bias out, I think it's actually a good fit for, the Washington Wizards. Maybe one of the best fits because he's going to be able to shine. He's going to be able to explore or show his, potential with everything he has. Because when you look at the Eastern Rockets, they were just very deep, right? You got Alfred Sengun, you got Man Thompson, you got Tyrese, you got Jabari Smith. You just brought, Clint Capella and free agency. You got Dorian Finney-Smith. You just took from the Los Angeles Lakers. You signed Steve Adams. So they have a very, deep team. You just traded for Kevin Durant. I know I'm a little bit off topic, but I had to make this video out because I'm a big, fan of Marcus Smart. Obviously, he does make timely, decisions. Like, his shooting isn't, the greatest, like, shot chucking. He doesn't really have, like, the greatest IQ. But he's 31 years of age. He brings that veteran leadership. Like, I feel like he can pretty much mentor the young guys like Bronny James. Like, get on his head, on his case. Not, like, disrespectfully, but to push him more. Because he's trying to get some minutes in the rotation. At least 15, if not 20 minutes a night for the Los Angeles Lakers. But you got the athleticism, which you need to inject on this team. Because the Lakers lack, wing depth. Obviously, you got Jared Vanderbilt, Gabe Vincent, but Gabe Vincent is nowhere to be found for the Lakers. He left at Miami. Jared Vanderbilt is a one-way player. He's only known on the defense end. Yes, you could say he shoots the corner threes, but not consistently. He's not a great three-point shooter, so the Lakers need stability. They need balance on this team to, surround Luka Doncic. You got Austin Reeves. I would put Austin Reeves off the bench where he could play that six-man role and surround Luka Doncic, which we need defenders. Marcus Smart just makes perfect sense. But like I said, he doesn't really have the size at the wing depth. But I'm going to show you his stats for the regular season, Marcus Smart. And I know it's nothing crazy, right? So he did average around like 9 points per game. Man, I don't know what's going on, but my phone is really tripping. So, yeah, 9 points per game, 2.1 rebounds, 3.2 assists, and shot, like, inefficient from the field, 39.3%. So, that's not very good. But, like I said, he's a veteran, and it's loading. So, I'm trying to show you, like, his whole stats. So, 15 games played, only one start, playing around 18.7 minutes a night, shot 44% from, the field, 39.3% for his career. My apology. He did shoot 39.2% from the three-point, which is kind of shocking because he's never been like a great three-point shooter, even though he has the capabilities. For his career, he's a 34% three-point shooter on 4.1 attempts, but he took nearly around 3.4 attempts per game this season. Last season for the Memphis Grizzlies, or actually the same season, but he was on two different teams. But he shot, lower percentage on more attempts, 4.7, 32.2% from the 3-point line. He's making around like $21.5 million going into the 2025-26 season. It's expiring, so he has one more year left on his deal. So pretty much, if it doesn't work out, then he could just, look to trade him. But his trade value is like very low. I could see plenty of suitors, plenty of teams showing interest in Marcus Smart. So we got a recent, report coming from NBA Trade News on the Twitter report. And it says that the Lakers have serious interest in Marcus Smart. Sources tell ESPN. And also, this is coming from Culture Ent. And there's a rumor that says Marcus Smart is about to be bought out of his contract by the Washington Wizards. The Minnesota Timberwolves obviously got the New York Knicks. And the Milwaukee Bucks are looking for a point guard after they waived Damian Lillard. And they, stretch his, 5-year, $113 million contract to sign Miles Turner and free agency and stuff like that. You got the Timberwolves, our team that catches my attention, according to this guy. So there's going to be plenty of, teams showing interest. Like, he makes perfect sense on a contending team. Like I said, he doesn't really have the greatest IQ, but that's just my personal opinion. Like, he could slot him at, the point guard, shooting guard position. Like, he can guard the best player in the opposing team. But I'm not sure about other wings and stuff like that. And, forwards, other guards. But he's kind of, big, especially his size, 220 pounds. But like I said, doesn't really have, the size at the wing position. I'd much rather go after a Matisse Thybulle. Obviously, the Lakers are linked to him, Ayo Dosunmu, and some, other targets. I'm probably going to make that in my next video today. We'll see. But yeah, man, make sure you guys stay subscribed. Follow my socials. Links will be down in the description. Everything you need to know about your boy, Mr. 81 and Trevor Fields, will be down in the bio. Might even post it in the community tab or put it in the comment section and pin it. But yeah, man, if there's any other topics you guys want to see me talk about, just list them down in the comment section. And I'm always going to, hear what you guys have to say because I do it for the people. It's a people's channel first. And yeah, I'm out of here. Peace. Cheers.